The Backfired Plan. The Full Moon Revelation. On a chilly February evening in 2025, the Leo full moon hung high in the sky, casting an ethereal glow over the city. For Nadia, this celestial event was more than just a beautiful sight, it was a moment of profound clarity. She had always been intuitive, a woman deeply in tune with the energies around her, and tonight, the universe had a message for her. As she sat in her cozy apartment, surrounded by the soft flicker of candlelight, she reflected on the strange occurrences of the past few months. Something had been amiss, a shadow lurking just beyond her perception. But now, under the full moon's light, the truth was revealing itself. The plot unfolds. For months, an envious adversary had been working in the shadows against her. Adrian, a self-absorbed influencer who thrived on deception, had been siphoning her work, passing it off as his own. At first, Nadia had brushed it off, but as his jealousy festered, his tactics became more insidious. Adrian had built his following on artificial means, buying bot followers, fabricating engagement, and embellishing his success with stolen ideas. Yet, despite his attempts to manipulate the digital space, he could not outshine Nadia's authenticity. She grew effortlessly, her presence commanding genuine admiration, while Adrian drowned in his own illusions. And that fact enraged him. His obsession morphed into something darker. He whispered curses over her name, reported her accounts in hopes of sabotaging her platform, and even fantasized about possessing her in ways that fed his twisted ego. If he could not surpass her, he would consume her. The curse that backfired. Adrian's desperation led him to the occult, seeking dark rituals to strip Nadia of her success. He aligned himself with like-minded individuals, envious, power-hungry conspirators who believed they could bend fate to their will. Together, they plotted, casting spells meant to bring Nadia's empire crumbling down. But the universe had its own plan. One by one, the hexes boomeranged. Adrian and his allies faced the very fates they wished upon Nadia. Their accounts plummeted, their reputations tarnished. Some fell into financial ruin, while others found themselves exposed, their secrets spilling into the public eye. Betrayal ran rampant among them as fear took hold, fear of the consequences they could no longer outrun. Adrian, once brimming with arrogance, found himself spiraling. His attempts to control the narrative had failed. His obsession with Nadia had become his undoing. And now, he was the one watching his world collapse, while she continued to rise. She was a leader, a visionary, someone who had always walked with purpose. She no longer needed validation from the external world, nor did she seek revenge. The universe had handled it all for her. She moved forward with grace, embracing the changes that awaited her in the months to come. The full moon had illuminated the truth, and with it, her future had never been clearer. The fallout. In the days that followed, the fallout from Adrian's actions became undeniable. His enablers turned against him, desperate to distance themselves from the chaos he had created. He had lost control, and now, the very people who had once rallied behind him were abandoning him one by one. Meanwhile, Nadia thrived. The light she carried had never dimmed. It had only grown brighter. She was protected, guided, and destined for greater things than Adrian could ever comprehend. And as for Adrian, perhaps he would finally learn that envy was a poison best left untasted. Or, if he was still searching for satisfaction, he could take that witch's broom and put it where the sun doesn't shine. Maybe then, he'd finally find the joy he had been chasing all along.